Hi, it's Jez here from Nigezza.co.uk. Thank you for joining me today. So today I've got a junk journal flip through for you. I've absolutely loved making this. It's purple. It's Purple Medley. I think that's what it's called. By Artymaze is what I've used. Some scrapbook paper, some Stampin' Up ribbon and ink, and different things, and some punches. So the cover is made from one sheet. So I've put some scrapbooking paper on the outside, and from the same pack I got these bits. They were a lovely colour match for this digital kit, and so I did a bit of sewing and layering, and it's layered with there's cardstock in between, so it's 3 layers. So it's scrapbook paper, cardstock and paper, and this paper I mixed some Stampin' Up re-inker with some alcohol and sort of sprayed it to give this. I've done nothing else with the cover, just left it like that, and this is one of the 4 pages from the digital to make the signature. It's one signature. Can't remember how many pages, lots, I'll count them. So we start off with a pocket. So I've used the kit, and I've added a few other things. I think this is the old design shop. When I was printing this, I printed it. I used red cabbage to colour these pages, and I then scanned them. So that's a scan of my red cabbage dyeing, and I printed this side out on top of a red cabbage as well, and just ripped it and inked it round there to produce that. This is tag I made. I did a what do you call it? I'll get it out in a minute. I did a masterboard with some of the digitals that I'd printed some wrongly, and so I made, well, what I did was I printed them and then I dyed the other side, and it ran in places, so I used them then to make masterboard with. I printed in the end on the other side with some of the background sheets from the kit. So I just laid it up. I kind of went, for all my tags, I went the same thing. I did a strip of book paper or music paper, some paper doily, and then an image on top, and in this case it's a ticket, just to make it easy. I've done quite a bit of stitching throughout. That's a Stampin' Up border stamp, and that's from the same kit, stamp set. So it's this one, Elegantly Said. So I've used that image down the side there, and I've used this in the corners, and I just love it. And when I saw that stamp, I knew I'd be using it in the corner of pages. And I've used Elegantly Eggplant, which is a Stampin' Up colour that's long since retired, but it went so well with these papers that's what I've used for all the inking and all the stamping. Little envelope there from the kit, and I just put one of the sort of journaling cards in there, sort of shrunk it down. Oh, it's a double one there, forgot about that. So it's a double one, and I just printed on both sides. So easy peasy that, not an awful lot I did to that other than cut it out and inked it. This little sort of paper bag, again, I just used one of those, added some stained paper on the back. This is that tissue wrap you get around some eco-friendly posh loo paper that's called Don't Give a C, and my son gets it, and so he saves me the bags, and I've made a little bag with it. That's the Stampin' Up punch that everybody loves. This is one of the big tags, and again, as you can see, a doily. I made my own faux stamps using the Stampin' Up stamp punch and some retired postage marks, and I fussy cut out those butterflies and did a little bit of layering on the back, and that is a retired Stampin' Up ribbon. And then there's, so that is one of the, is that pocket from, no, I think I made that pocket. And then just some ephemera from the kit. That's a book page from my collection. And that is some vintage music paper that I just made a pocket with. And again, I sprayed that with, I think it would have been, I think I put this re-inker in alcohol. That's another one from the masterboard that I made. And then, oh, crash bang de wallop. And then that's double journaling card, and I did a little bit of stenciling there with a die cut from Butterfly Brilliance, another Stampin' Up set. So that's that. I've done my first ever paper clip. So covered paper clip there, using some scraps and some of my faux stamps that I made. So that holds this journaling card. Didn't do much to that other than print it off on one of the envelopes. And oh, I forgot to put something in there. So an envelope to add whatever you want, and then that just goes over nicely like so. And that's some old Design Shop, again printed with my scanned dyed paper. Some more of that stamping, some just some exercise book paper, which again I've used that stamp on. Little paper bag, bought these, they're black and white striped, so I just blended just a little card in there. Another one of my tags, I say I did them all the same. And again, printed some of that ephemera using my scanned paper. There, that was just a simple little clip. I just added it like that. I think that was to remind me to do something else, so I might finish that off properly. Another one of my tags, just clipped in there. So I could probably do with jizzing that up a bit. I left my doilies white. I thought they went okay. This is some vintage ledger paper that I bought from eBay. I think it's 1950s. I think there was one row of writing in it, and I think it was from the 50s. So that's cool. It's blue. I thought it went quite well. So that's a tag where I was super duper lazy with. I did absolutely nothing with embellishing that. And that one, I added a little bit of a cluster there on top, and that's some scrapbook paper on the back. Gives it a nice bit of stiffness there. And then we've got the middle section. So each side we've got one of the large tags. Again, I decorated, added some of the paper on the back, printed this, again, a bit of ephemera printed onto my scanned sheets. And this side the same, a little bit of a postcard, and that's been backed onto actual dyed paper there. Sewn in my signature, left a bow there. And then we're just repeating down the other side. That one I did add a cluster to. And all I did with this paper is inked it. So more tags backed onto red cabbage dyed paper. And here we're again back to me little paper bag. So lots and lots of space here to journal, put photos, do what you want with. Another paper clip that I did, just holding in a postcard that's backed, and on the other side it holds a doubled over journaling card. I used a retired punch on this. Stampin' Up did a triple banner punch And that's what I've used here. There we go, another vintage music paper, some more tags, just beautiful paper. There, I did a bit of stamping. That's another, all my stamps are Stampin' Up. I will link to the stamps that I used that you can still buy. So you can pop over to my shop and get them if you wish. There's some, oh, what's happened there? Don't think that was that colour when I first did it. That must be reacting to the glue that I glued it with. Oh, that's interesting. I quite like it, to be fair. It's the only one that's happened to. It's a nice little effect. Some more faux. So this one, I used my punch, but I reinserted it to make a slightly smaller postage stamp. There we go, that's the other side of that bag. Just one of the journaling cards from the kit. Some more doily, another one of those side pockets. And that's from my masterboard. And that's from the kit with one of my faux stamps, bit of a cluster. And that's some of the scrapbook paper. I got given a purple coloured scrapbook pad from a friend, and it was perfect for this. This was cream ribbon, and I just went over with an alcohol marker, one of Stampin' Up's. I think it was Highland Heather. I went over with it, so it gave it this nice colour. So we've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28. So 28 and 28 is 56, and it's so 56 pages front and back. So that is, I loved it. I loved it. I am halfway through making another one, and when I've got enough journals, I will probably pop them up for sale if people are interested. But yeah, that is just beautiful, and I loved making it. So yeah, hope you enjoyed that. Just a different way of using Stampin' Up products. They are very versatile. Okay, bye for now.